one time you said a while back, I think I remember it was you. Maybe it was you about that one time. I was like, oh, I expected you to come live one day, and then it happened. I was like, okay. Yeah, I don't remember if you or somebody else. So yeah, I think I have to try to as well. He is a Sunday night, so I really like to go live too. Oh wow. Anyway, hope you guys have a good Monday. Really? We really got to talk about that? It's like the first thing that comes out of everybody's mind. It's like a common trend. I think this is just a common trend. Every time I go live, you hear something new that happened in the community, and everybody wants to talk about it. You guys want my own 2 cents about that thing? Well, I figure you do because, you know, we're asking about the Pasquale plush and stuff. I ain't gonna be completely honest. I do not believe that is a plush. That is fake. That looks fake. That looks homemade. I don't care what anyone said. Let's do the math. Let's literally do the math. I get it. That might be a promo type, homemade type plush, but let's be particularly real here. Why, in God's green good earth, CEC, all people are going to say, let's make a Pasquale plush? What sense they make? Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to get these two out. Now, of course, I think people are like kind of forgotten, at least in a way. You know, this guy, he did have a plush back in like '92. Yeah, '92. This is a 96 or 98 plush. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, let's talk about this guy right here. Let's talk about him. So, anyway, we know Pasquale didn't have his own plush till like 1992. So that was a very, very long time. I don't remember what year this plush is, so don't ask me. 96, I want to say, but I could be wrong. But it doesn't matter what year this plush is. That'd be particularly real here. I really don't think a Pasquale plush, or that thing, whatever the hell that thing is an actual real thing. Because this actually looks a real good design for Pasquale back then in the 90s. And I doubt that sales were going booming for Pasquale plushes back then. Because, being honest here, this guy looks like a rip-off of Mario. I mean, Mario's brother-in-law so bad, because a lot of people see Pasquale as Mario. Now, of course, that's his point. It's my favorite. Now, I'm not going to excuse the fact that we have this nice little Squishmallow gumball. This Squishmallow gumball version of Pasquale. This one's actually pretty good because, you know, this actually looks good, looks decent, looks just like it without the damn teeth. Because why is the Pasquale podcast teeth? So, yeah, on the real note, though, I really don't think. I still don't think that thing is real because, again, if you want to say, oh, what is considered as Pasquale plush, I want to say this is the closest thing we can get for a Pasquale plush. And I am okay with this. I really am. I am okay with this Squishmallow Pasquale because this actually looks like it gets character to Pasquale. And I'm fine with that. Now, if CEC actually prevents to, let's say, hypothetically speaking, real here, release a Pasquale plush, they're gonna lose sales. being honestly real here, I don't know how much sales these guys go for. Like the Squishmallows, I don't know how much they go for. I don't know if Pescolis are always sold for sure, but I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not a businessman from this. I'm just speaking from my own point. Why still got a tag on here? They still got this tag on here from me. It's crazy. I'm playing getting the other characters, okay? I'm playing getting the other ones. Like this, I only got Pescoli, never got the other characters yet. So I'm planning getting the other 5. So yeah, and maybe one day I will take his tag off. I just never did got a chance to take his tag off. Anyway, that's the point. I'm gonna keep him on here because we gotta talk about Pescoli right now. So this is our Pescoli talk. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It don't look real. I know a lot of people are like, they're hyping it over and stuff, and then when I clicked on the link, it was sold. And so I started looking at the tag too, and I mean the tag and stuff. I mean, I don't know, something about that tag is seems off, and it's another thing. They have like Pescoli's face, which I think that's the only time we got to see Pescoli's face on something, or like name at least on something. I'll be wrong on that part, but if it is a real thing, cool. It just seemed like, why would you do this? A character that's really non-marketable to your audience, that you don't really promote much of your audience. The company don't give a damn about Pasquale. That's why Pasquale is so many kicked out of almost literally every single thing. I mean, look back at the Avenger days. No, okay, I'm sorry. This also go back way by Peace on Theater, because, you know, it's another interesting discovery I found last week, I think. When Peace on Theater was in its early years, there were some sort of merchants, at least during the early days, I think like 78 or 79, when Munch was, you know, around at the cast. There was these things where they only had Jasper, Munch, and Chucky, yeah, and Chucky, just those 3 characters in this little thing they have. I think I want to say 79, if I'm not mistaken. And Pasquale was not mentioned it. So it's a pretty known story that Pasquale been excluded out since early. But I mean, we're probably not gonna consider it early, because Pasquale is more like the guy that would call up pizza orders and birthday parties and other stuff. I don't know how they did it back then, but they did. So I'm on the boat up. I'll believe it when I see it. And if it's true, then cool. If not, then oh well, you know. So that's how I see. That's how I kind of see it with Pasquale. That's how I see this whole thing with Pasquale. I mean, a lot of people are happy that we're finally getting a Pasquale plush. Whoop-de-doo. Lucky day, but I really don't think we're going to get one anytime soon. I really still feel like on the verge of that. I feel like Pasquale and Bella are like the only 2 characters that won't get a plush of their own anytime soon. Now, anything can change, you know. If it's like official from the company, cool. As I can say, if it's official from the company that, oh yeah, they're testing out Pasquale, actually, then cool. But again, it seems kind of weird how they prototype or homemade actually is sold on eBay, and like it's nowhere, like no test markets or nothing. You know, it seems kind of weird. But then again, I get like eBay, they actually sell, like, you can sell things off of eBay, like prototypes, plushes, or other stuff. But again, if this isn't like in any test store marketing area, like any in the Texas area first, then I don't know. Again, like I don't know if it's real or this thing is fake. Like I said, I'm just on the boat of I'll believe it when I see it, and you know, I just feel like we're not gonna get a Pasquale plush. The closest thing we can get is this Squishmallow Pasquale, and that's literally it. Like that's the closest we can get. Consider this a Pasquale plush. Of course, there is those Cupid squares, right? This Chucky and this Jasper. I know we don't have the Pasquale of this or Bella, because, you know, I don't think the Pasquale or Bella will work. But again, you know, seeing a Pasquale plush in the light of day, it's far from like, yeah, exactly. Then again, like I said, I don't know how the sales was with the marketing with Pasquale during the 90s. I mean, these plushes look very nice, actually. Really, really good. Um, so, these actually do look really better than what the, that photo was from surfacing online. So, I don't know. I mean, my thing is, it looks ugly. It looks ugly as hell. It's not the best. It's definitely the worst. I think there was a worse 90 Pasquale plush that that was made. I don't remember the year, but it's not this one. I can tell you that for a fact. It's ain't this one. This one actually looks good. There was another one that was so ugly that the company made. I can't remember right now what it was, but you know, it made the newer version of Pasquale, whatever that thing is, made that 90s moves very much better. Lance had made a video about the history of Pasquale punches. Actually, if I remember the year, you know. Yeah, I think that was it. It was a big bushy mustache, like those late ones. Yeah, yeah, the late 90s. You know what I'm talking about, sir. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't think it's real. I mean, if it's real, cool. If it's not, I'm not surprised. Because it's like, you know, again, people are getting overhyped over nothing. Like, oh my god, it's the Pasquale plush. Wow. I still feel like corporate's not going to go out their way to give a Pasquale plush anytime soon. Like I said, this is going to be the closest thing we can actually get to a Pasquale plush. Or those little, well, I forgot what they're called. It's like in the store. It's like those little, beans. Cutie beans or something that's in the store. I forgot what they're called, but you know, that there, and they got the little stick figures of Pasquale's, like, you know. Now, I'm not gonna easily say that Pasquale never had a lot of merch aside from plushes, because it just slipped my mind that he did have the PVC figures as well, so that's also considered like Pasquale merch, in a way, from like 92. Yeah, it's the only one he actually had too. But I know everybody is wanting a goddamn Pasquale plush, because why not? But again, I don't know nothing from the marketing side. I don't know how CEC runs their business from it is. I'm just getting you my own personal perspective of how they, you know, how what I see, if they actually release a Pasquale plush. Now, would the Pasquale plushes be good like in the 90s? It's really hard to say, because again, a lot of people associate Pasquale as the rip-off Mario. Like, if you've seen his walk around today, at least, like compared to how Avenger or the Tux era has Pasquale, he looks just like, you know, his actual character in the show, right? He speaks like his actual self. But then if you look at the Rockstar Pasquale, some people are going to be like, oh, that's a rip-off of Mario, or he really looks like a real-life human being, or the CGI artwork of Pasquale. Like, literally, there's this pose where Pasquale is, like, holding his drumsticks, and he's, like, smiling and stuff. It's that one picture, like, the band all together, actually, and so actually indicates that that photo of Pasquale looks like a, fucking pedophile, just by how he's like holding up his drumsticks and he's just smiling. And of course, I got the other one where Pasquale has his hands out with a pizza. I think those are the only two Pasquale CGIs that I know of. Let's see, it looks so damn ugly on those flagship stores. But that's the point. So I get it. Everybody wants something. Everybody wants, a lot of things. And with corporate, it's like, again, I don't know enough for the business side of how they run the sales and stuff. But if it happens, cool. That's what's up. Make your money corporate, lose your sales or whatever. And you don't. Mm-hmm. Or somebody else and like hire us from corporate, and that'd be great as well. Because it seemed like that's how I see it. Unless it's like confirmed by I guess. Oh, into the return basket. He's okay. I was trying to get him on top of the collection, like he just hopped around. Daddy clothes. Don't watch your gumball plays. Yep. Guess what? This best volley. Oh, damn. He's dead. He's dead. I will gently pick them up right after. At least the Squishmallow actually did better than the Plush. The Plush actually did better. Maybe the Squishmallow did better. The Plush, he's just dead. Like, he's dead. And he's chilling. So I picked them up actually. So let's pick those guys up. Oops. It's hard to like hold the camera sometimes. Even like I move it, it's hard to move it. Now it's glitching. There you go. It's hard to move it in one spot to another. I hate when I flip around. Oh my god. I'm not buying another one. Guess who? Winnie the shark. He's the best shark around. Winnie Winnie the Shark, he will. I don't know the rest. But anyway, sucks actually. I've been having this. I think it was. Oh, he's been used so much, and he got a little tear. Wait, no, I can focus this. Little tear right there, bro. I'm mad. I'm mad, though. Like, I'm not mad. I am okay. I've been seeing that. I kind of knew some damages were going to happen. But I'm okay. I'm physically okay. I'm putting it back on the wall. So anyway. So, yes. I own a non-merch. Ooh, that's not a fun shot. Ooh. Yeah, so. Yeah. So, anyway, little backstory. So when the summer fun rolled around 22, yeah, 22, you know, they started pulling this little shark out of restaurants, like decorations or whatever, in the restaurants. These guys were on the scene. And, now, I was like, hey, let's make this funny joke. If anything, this thing's something crazy and funny for me, honestly. I was like, you know what, I want to call this Shark Week. Why? I don't know. I just thought about Shark Tales, and there was a character named Lenny, and he just reminded me of Lenny, for whatever reason. So, anyway, so I went ahead and called Lenny, and like, immediately after, everyone in the community from like, well, Instagram at least, were like calling this character Lenny, and like mentioned me, tagged me in their posts and stuff, and some people were like, so where you got this name idea from? I'm like, oh, okay, so you see. So I went ahead and made like a whole post about it on Instagram, talking about how Lenny was born, and yeah, and that people just got into the name. I think I don't bring it back on the wall, so that's a lot of stuff. But I regret putting this item on the bottom of the tote because I knew it was going to cause problems. Let's. Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. But I got this from Kevin too, so. Get some more tax soon. What? Oh god, I got Travis out here posting about this damn thing too. Oh, right. So, earlier today, I was, um, I was, supposed to make the post about the, upcoming show review, but, YouTube was tripping as well. So, boom, the first mention, I mentioned the talk show, because, I was trying to let everyone know, oh, I don't really have a production or a set date for this video yet, because I'm still working on the talk show. And then I also mentioned Kirsten's name. This happened last night too. I mentioned Kirsten's name for coming up with the title idea. They don't feel like I'm taking all the credit here. Why is YouTube did not put any mentions for the YouTuber's name, which is weird. But once I mentioned my thing, oh, her name get taken off. So I'm like, okay, let me re-edit, type this all again. So her name gets in, then the channel, the talk show, is not mentioned. So I'm like, okay, let me just take off your system because I feel like YouTube is like, okay, doing this one more time. And now the talk show is like not mentioned. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? And I was like, when you do YouTube mentions, you get notifications and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just wait until I actually, get started on this damn project because I think me and YouTube are not being friendly right now. So I was like, okay, you know what? Cool. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna just wait it out and just finish this talk show project first. Figure it out after. But that does come to the point though. So I'm just gonna update on that one about the show take review. Basically, what you guys can expect, actually can expect for it. So instead of doing the usual modern day Rockstar show tapes, because again, like I said, the show are basically copy paste updates here and there, legacy content, blah blah blah. Legacy's already joke. Content wise, I'm sorry, the content wise, the legacy stores already joke. The legacy stores themselves are cool, but the content wise, it's kind of a joke. Which, by the way, I'm wishing that Pines would actually work on their fucking flows for the characters, because it's not only that I'm picky at Pasquale for not hitting the symbol right, but all the flows on the characters, it seems so off. Then again, I think legacy stores in general are just a whole damn joke. And, maybe I'm just seeing it from corporate. Yeah. But anyway, that's the point. So yeah, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna review old show tapes from past, and get some 2 cents in, CEC, basically some Rockfire 2, just some nostalgic feelings. Like, for example, if I want to talk about April 2006, you already know, this was on desktop actually, and that's where the problem lied in. It was on desktop and then it took off. So, like I was saying, if I want to talk about April 2006, how that was one of the best robber shows ever, then of course, I'm definitely going to sit down and talk about all the music that they did and all the great songs and stuff. And then if I want to talk about how April 2004 was one of the worst robber shows ever. Not the worst, but there's actually more worse than it, but or not the best. CEC Avenger show. But yes, I'm gonna definitely sit down and do a whole video talking about why April 2004 wasn't the best, or wasn't one of the best Avenger shows and stuff. So that's just food for thought. But basically with Jerry 2015, we're basically going to talk about the whole concept of the show, the storyline, the songs. The songs were the absolute bangers, which I kind of feel like this could be like a regular ass topic, I'm gonna lie with you. But I might actually put that into thought, actually. Low-key might make that a topic. I'm not 100% sure yet, because I feel like this is something that should be, that's yeah. Basically, you're gonna talk about the songs, so songs are literally bangers, back to back, on repeat, like great. But it's just that storyline that just made it so bad. But that's the point. That is besides the point. Uh, so, but I do want to talk about another thing too as well. Is talk about what's going on, what's kind of going on with the Muppet Mini. So, I'm still debating right now on a whole of where the Muppet Vision 3D topic should go. I am actually going to wait until they officially close, which you know that is kind of sad to say. I'm gonna wait until they officially close around May, and then like after, then I'm gonna figure out where that should go next. But other than that, I am looking forward to work on like other stuff. Like, you know, I'm gonna try to attempt this actually, you know, I'm gonna try my best to do this. I don't know if I can actually do it without getting YouTube to kick my ass again like what happened last night, and I'm hoping it doesn't happen. But I really want to review the Muppets at Walt Disney World. I really want to just sit down and talk about that special, basically. Like, just review that special. And like I said, I'm hoping that YouTube does not kick me for this, because again, like, I use various clips of that actual special videos, and even though it's like me voicing over the clips and stuff, like they generally do not have a problem with me like using it and stuff. So I'm generally hoping that that does not become a problem in a way, because I feel like that is one special, and honestly I should have made that an actual episode. I might take down a top 10 video, I might, because actually I wanted to make like the first 3 episodes relating to the Muppet Disney history, and you know, because I can kind of see why that special isn't on Disney Plus, and why is it like rarely talked about too, in a way, I guess. Another one for sure that was in the planning, but then it was put on hold due to Muppet Vision 3D closing, was of course reviewing the Muppets 30 years celebration. You know, because as around last year, we had seen that amazing video of Oscar, Gobel, and Kermit in one shot. It's really hard to tell which studio shot it, but was it necessary for all various YouTube channels and Instagram platforms to upload that clip? No, that was very stupid on whoever in said let's upload this to various platforms and YouTube channels. Keep that on one channel, and everybody would like literally would lose their shit over that. It wouldn't make sense, but at the same time, I don't know whose idea was it. I don't know if it was Henson. I don't know if it was Disney's idea. I don't know if it's a workshop idea, but at the same time, if you could have just put that, honestly put that on the Henson Company page, their YouTube channel, it could have worked it out fine. And everybody in the comments will be fucking eating up this shit, because it's like the first time we've seen the multi-universe of the Muppets existed, instead of posting it on everybody's Instagram page. You can tag Oscar, you can tag Kermit, you can tag the Fraggle Rock official, you can tag Disney, the Muppets, Sesame Street, whatever. That could have worked it way easily, instead of uploading it to everybody else's goddamn like YouTube channels, all this other bullshit stuff. Which I don't know why they do that, which is again pretty dumb. But that's not the point. So yeah, that was one of them for sure. I know. Also, I want to talk about Muppet Classic Theater. For sure, because that's another thing I really grew up on. What was another one? Let's see, what else I was thinking of? Oh yeah. So, before the original channel got taken down, there was planned when we talked about the Wiki Wish episode that at the time was trending for being so like lost media and how it got found or whatever. still up for grabs if I actually want to still do that episode. I'm not sure. I did have a script already typed up like years ago and stuff, and I had like filmed part of that video like years ago. So would I want to go back to it? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure, but that's just a thought, food for thought on that one, at least. Again, there's more like other Muppet topics that I want to really look into and actually record and just get started on. But we'll see. We will see what will happen around the time when that time gets a bit closer. But as right now, where is the Muppet Vision 3D topic going to this channel? It's really unknown at this point because again, there's so much going on. We still don't know where Muppet Vision 3D is going to, how they're going to preserve that legacy of it. We don't know much about the Rock and Roller Coaster ride, or whenever the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster is supposed to close down. And of course, Disney is like focusing on other bigger things right now instead of like putting your eggs all into one basket with the Muppets. So I know for sure it's gonna be rough walking into May, and then next thing you know we wake up, it's the beginning of May, and then we're all here gonna be thinking to ourselves that Muppet Vision is gonna close its doors. So we're in February, so we're like 3 months left, really 3 months left of like what's going to happen. And again, there is a lot of speculations that could happen. There's a lot of hot ideas that really could happen. I just thought about that earlier. I really hope that they do not put it on Disney Plus, because I feel like putting it on Disney Plus will be one of the worst, laziest decisions ever. Now, there is a lot of pros and cons to this whole situation, but the pros of it is like, okay, cool, we got a brand new Muppet content on the streaming service, because that's one thing that Disney is not really good at doing, actually, is putting Muppet content on the streaming service. Like the recent Muppet content that they put on the streaming service is literally was the Muppet Christmas Carol, the full-length original movie with The Love Is Gone. And I have seen it. I have watched it previous holiday season. I think when we came back from the cruise, I remember watching it. Or was it the night before the cruise? I don't remember. Anyway, yeah, that I can see why they cut out When Love Is Gone. I remember when it was first actually on the streaming service, after being lost for some time, because that was a really difficult story, actually. And I'm going to be honest, I'm so glad I grew up watching the fully edited version, because I always thought that was the real version. And I'm glad they cut it out, because listening to the other version of When Love Is Gone, it does not have a spot in the movie whatsoever. And I get it, it's that part where Scrooge in his life with his loved one or his girlfriend at the time, it just doesn't fit the spot in the movie. Like that song I will literally put on mute, or I will do something else, and just hearing them sing about that, it's kind of like, no. That's not a perfect spot in the movie. And I mean, I'm glad that Disney actually included the full-length film and everything, but that part just killed the whole movie, But that's just me. That's just me personally. You can watch it. It is on Disney Plus. You just gotta go to like Muppet Classic, Muppet Christmas Carol, and then it's under the extras and stuff. And that's where the full length is. But the cons with this is, despite the fact that nobody always had the money for Disney Plus, which is again expensive. But another thing too, it really won't have the same experience when you're actually on the ride seeing in person. Now, I know I mentioned before that that Disney could actually release a whole documentary on Love Vision 3D. I mean, that'd be really cool, like a little Walt Disney Imagineer type story with Love Vision 3D. But again, we do have several clips with it from like the recent biography or documentary that that Ron Howard made, which believe it or not, some of the clips were sent in by Steve Whitmire himself. Even though Steve is now on good terms with Disney, those clips, like with him with Waldo, Sea Graphic, that one clip and stuff, I think he submitted more. All came from Steve Whitmire, who was absolutely credited in the documentary. I just kind of wish that he was part of the documentary too, but he wasn't because, again, like I said, Disney and Steve, they're not really on good terms, due to like all the allegations. I wouldn't say allegation, but like all the stuff he did when Disney bought the Muppets and also with the Henson Company and stuff. Especially all that stuff with Kermit. Now, if you believe that or not, that's really up to you. I mean, again, I really don't have a saying on that whole story. I just feel like it was just one of Disney's ways of just getting rid of Steve. I feel like the whole situation could have worked it a bit better, or should have worked a bit better. But other than that, I'm not the higher ups on that one. So that's not the point. But I am really hoping that Love Vision 3D does live on and succeed for a future generation for people to enjoy. I personally would not be attending either the Rock and Roller Coaster or wherever Love Vision 3D be at, because knowing Disney, they're hella expensive to actually go to, and like almost everywhere is hella expensive. So it just sucks that I went one time as a young kid and I never experienced Love Vision 3D at the Hollywood Studios, and again, it sucks because I'll never get to experience that ever again. Like once May leaves, it's just I'll never experience something like that again. And for those that have seen Love Vision 3D once or twice or a billion times, it's it's an iconic ride. It's really an iconic ride. And it sucks that Disney is taking it away from Monsters Land. And I mean, okay, cool. It's nice that we're finally getting a new land. But at the same time, we can only hope for the best, and then never make the decision of where I want to take this next topic, at least for Muppets. Then we will know for sure where it will be, and hopefully we can get some more answers about this, because I am kind of curious to see what Disney is going to do, but I don't think we're going to get answers anytime soon. I think we're going to get answers at like a later date, once everything is kind of closed down, even once the Aerosmith is closed down for good, because again, we don't know when Aerosmith is actually closing yet. So whenever Aerosmith closed down, I think that's when we're going to kind of get the answers for like the Muppet Rock and Roller Coaster first, and the Muppet Vision 3D. But I want to talk about Muppet Rock and Roller Coaster because I don't think we really talked much about it. Now, don't get me wrong, I am excited that we're finally getting a brand new Muppet attraction in the parks, and I mean it's a retheme, so I mean that's cool. That's absolutely great, because we were supposed to have a Muppet Land around 1991, and Disneyland was supposed to be like a whole new Muppet Land as well, but everything changed when Jim Sally unfortunately passed away. And then a whole lawsuit was between the Henson and the Disney company around that same exact year. And then everything just fall into plan. Like everything just fall off. The only thing we had around that time was, of course, Muppet Vision. Here come the Muppets and the Muppets on location, Days of Swines and Roses, and that was literally like the only three things that came out of the Muppets. There's this other thing too, like this live show thing with with Kermit and Piggy around 1990. I don't really know much about it. I know there's footage out there, um, actually, of it. Um, that's like as far as I know. But so yeah, I am excited because a lot of fans have been, hoping that the Electric Mayhem take over the Rock and Roller Coaster, and this has been something like talked about since the Electric Mayhem series dropped it on Disney Plus, literally 2 years ago. I want to say 2 years ago or last year, something like that. Well, last year. I want to say, yeah, it was last year that they dropped it on Disney Plus. It was about to be a year too, so that's another thing. May is about to be a year since, or maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't remember that the Muppet Mayhem dropped it on Disney Plus on May 10th, actually. So yeah, May 10th, about to be a year, 2 years since it dropped on Disney Plus, all 10 episodes, which is kind of weird. I felt like each episode could be separate, but that's not the point. That's the point. It's nice to see that they're finally getting a ride and it's finally surrounding a band that barely been talked about. As much as I love the series to go on for a season 2, and it sucks because ratings was definitely a thing, and no one thing about Disney, they do not do good when it comes to new Muppet projects. I mean, look, Haunted Mansion was the only good thing that they actually made. The Electric Mayhem was also good too, but the storyline was so damn confusing, plot twisting everywhere, too much humans and stuff. Maybe I have to rewatch the whole series to finally understand what everybody was talking about. But that's the point as well. The soundtracks were actually good though. Not gonna lie, the soundtracks were actually good. But other than that, it does kind of like, in a way, worries me in a way, because they are talking about they're collabing with the biggest music stars to make up this project. Now, I don't know what Disney means by this. I am really hoping that they do not pull a, well then maybe they will. Maybe it'll just be Electric Mayhem music in a way. I mean, that'd be pretty cool if they actually just did Electric Mayhem music. I'm just hoping they just don't do like a whole rock and roll version or something with Rainbow Connection or some bullshit, because again, it's like they always keep milking that song as like one of Kermit's signature songs. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of is actually, but at the same time, Kermit has like a lot of other songs that he has sung before, a lot of other like type of original songs, and those should not be ignored. But I just hope that this Rocky Roller Coaster ride will bring really good justice for the Muppets. Maybe they'll include animatronics. Maybe they won't include animatronics. I am hoping that they actually include stuff from the soundtrack, actually original songs from the soundtrack, not like fucking licensing type songs, because of course Disney don't want to pay the license to anything. So I am hoping that they do like Can You Picture That or some other original songs that the Electric Mayhem done, because like I said, the Electric Mayhem has a lot of music that can be looked into. And this is also another thing as well. This is kind of like a new project where we get the current performers, besides Egos, because they've been around for a very long time, where we got the other current performers, Matt Vogel, Bill Beretta, David Ruffin, Rubin, and Peter Linz as their respectful characters. Also Aaron Jacobson. as their respective characters in this whole project. That's how I see it, which is nice. Which is actually nice. So um, I'm excited to see how this goes and what ideas they will put into this whole project, which I know they're probably not in the talks of the stages right now for it. I am also hoping that Bill Beretta does get involved as well too, because it seems like Bill is really involved with a lot of Muppet projects as like the executive producer, which is a really good thing as well. I'm glad to see that that he is actually contributing to most of the stuff due to him like being like Dr. Teeth and kind of knowing how to write the Muppets. Because again, Disney really don't know how to write for these characters. So having him and Adam Goldberg, I'm just hoping those two guys get into the sights of this project, because they was the ones that was behind the Electric Mayhem series actually. So I'm just hoping that the Rock and Roller Coaster does really good. Does really good, does really great. Again, like I said, I won't be attending it anytime soon because again, Disney is like really high and expensive to like go to and stuff. But I am also hoping that Love Vision 3D moves over to the Sunset Theater right after the villain show, whenever that'll be, and you know, put their way over there. Because I don't think putting in another park will like eventually be the right move for it. I do want to say that the Muppet Theme Land could really work. Could really work. To be fair, they should bring Muppet 3D Disneyland. See, okay, let me talk about that for 1 second. I'm gonna disagree. I'm disagreeing with you on this part. Everybody says they should bring it to Disneyland. I'm respectfully going to disagree on that statement. And it makes sense. It makes sense to put it to California. I'm sorry. No, if Disney actually do that, that is a slap. This is clearly a slap to the face of everybody who works on that project. I don't see it. We used to have Muppet in Disneyland. We did, but it got taken away. It got replaced with a Frozen show, and supposedly it was a temporary closure. But then announced by Disney that they will not be coming back, and now it's a Mickey Mouse something in Disneyland. And I get Disneyland does like animatronics. That is absolutely true. Disneyland does like animatronics. From what a buddy of mine, me and him was calling the other night when we first heard about the news or whatever. It was like after. So they said there's only 2 rides at Disneyland that's been there since the beginning, and they never got rid of it. Which Mr. Toad and Peter Pan. Those are the only 2 rides that he told me that still at Disneyland till this day. They've been there since the very beginning, and they never got rid of it. They never, So, but I'm gonna disagree with the fact that they should go to Disneyland, because let's be particularly honest. What are you gonna do at Disneyland? Like, just being fairly speaking real here, I feel like bringing it to Disneyland is not gonna do anything at all, because literally that's just, again, maybe just me, but it's really just a slap in the face to just Jim's legacy. Like, let's not ruin the story of where it went to, because the whole thing was that Jim planned on going to Disney and making the whole thing with Disney World. So of course, rightfully so, Love Vision 3D was in Florida due to how big the land population was, and of course this was MGM Studios as well. So that's really how I see it. I know a lot of fans are really hoping that it will go to Disneyland, but again, we already had it once at Disneyland. I don't think we need it again at Disneyland. Now, I really don't think that Love Vision 3D should have been at Disneyland in the first place. maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just being biased on that one. But just leave it in Florida because again, this is where Jim spent most of that project at, and again, all the big stuff was in Florida. Um, that's just how I see it. But again, I'm not Disney. I don't know all their decisions. I don't know what they're going to do. So whatever Disney decides on is what they decide on. And I mean, whether it be a good or bad decision, that's up to them. You know. Um, if the Muppets were at Disney World, where would it go? I mean, I really don't know. Like I said, I don't know what Disney plans are because I know they're always trying to push Florida at Disney World and stuff. But um, anything is possible. Anything is literally possible on Disney's table. Whatever money they put themselves into. But I still feel like getting rid of it is kind of stupid. Um, but I generally understand why they gave rid of it because it's been there for a very long time, and I just feel like you could have easily added it to the animation courtyard where the Star Wars launch bay is. But again, like I said in the previous stream, Little Mermaid Voyages is literally being at is literally being opened back up again very soon, which again makes a lot of sense. Oh, they did? Probably for spare parts. So, um, yeah, it is unpredictable. But I'm just hoping Disney makes the right decision of putting the attraction in a better area. Like I said, Animation Courtyard and Star Wars Launch Bay could easily work, could have easily worked if the Little Mermaid Voyages was not opening back up again. But I mean, I can't really argue on that part because I know a lot of people don't go to Star Wars. The Star Wars. God, I can't even talk. Launch Bay, and again, would have been nice because before there too, that's where Here Come the Muppets also used to be at as well before the Little Mermaid's Voyages was at. But generally speaking, I would love to see a whole entire I would love to see a whole entire area with a Muppet Land, like a whole new Muppet Studios in that area. But I know Disney is not going to put that money and stuff into that big project like they used to do. It would be nice because we could have had the Green Muppet movie ride. Once again, we could have had that. We could have had like a Swedish Shell Cookie school, or we could have like Gondo's Pizza Pario, whatever the heck they were doing back then. Like they could have those ideas and stuff. You know, a little meet and greet with the Muppets. You know, like they can make a whole new Kermit walk around and Miss Piggy and stuff, or have Sweetums like a walk around meet and greet with Sweetums too. That could easily work it or something. Honestly, that all could work. You know, those are just ideas that could potentially work. But again, I get it. Disney, they just don't care about the Muppets much. And I mean, there's fans out there that do care about these characters. But oh well. There's something we can do, but just really hope for the best. But it was up to me. I would say just try to bring back that little Muppet Land concept y'all did back in the 90s, and try to refresh some ideas around. Bring back the Muppet movie ride. Try to make that an official thing. You know, with some of y'all modern day movies. Like I would love to see the Muppets do a version of The Lion King or Snow White or something creative at least. I mean, it would be nice, really nice if Disney actually did. But at the same time, I'm just, I'm just gonna keep on bitching about it, and then whatever happens, just happens, and that's kind of how I see it. Whatever happens, like happens, you know. If Disney makes the right decision, cool. They don't, then also cool. I mean, I know how its fans are going to react. Everybody, like especially the diehard fans, are going to find a way to do it. I know someone else recommended like a museum, like a little moving type show museum. I mean, that'd be also nice too. But I'm just also hoping that they get the Henson family involved with this as well. So we'll see. We will see whenever that all happens. We will see whenever it happens, and then cool. Well, let's see. One of the country very close and moving up vision and Disneyland. The country is. I'm just disappointed in the country bear chamber closing more left it in Disneyland. It has cars, more places than Walt Disney World. Disney closed early. The country bear chamber is closing in Disneyland? What? I didn't hear about this. Did they? Is it the jamboree, or is it the musical jamboree? Okay, I know Florida got the musical jamboree. Oh, that's another thing that fears me too. I just hope that Disney doesn't pull like the Electric Mayhem, like what they did with musical jamboree. I mean, musical jamboree is not bad, to be honest, but I just don't want the Muppets singing Disney songs. Like I don't want them to sing Disney songs. I want them to sing Muppet songs. Like, give me Muppet songs. Don't give me Disney song. Oh, it closed. Oh, okay, now. Oh, I know you're talking about now. Yeah. And it closed down, and it's the Winnie the Pooh ride. I know you're talking about. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's the dark ride from Winnie the Pooh, and once you almost exit the ride, and I heard about this too now. Once you exit the ride, you will see like the three heads of the characters: the moose, the moose, the deer, and the buffalo. Yeah, go up through their heads, like right up there. We should like exit the ride and stuff. I know you're talking about now. Yeah. I remember that. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I don't remember this. I was like, when did we have this? Like, I'm thinking of musical jamboree because I'm like, oh yeah, they remember the musical jamboree. Like, you know, and I was like, okay, that's cool. That's great. But yeah. Honestly, I don't know which I prefer Jamboree. Actually, I prefer it better than the musical Country Bear Jamboree thing. Like I said, it's a cool concept that Disney did. I'm not gonna sit here and bitch and say that it was the worst concept, but it's nice to see that they're singing Disney songs. But I don't know, man. Country Bear Jamboree was like so much better, and I never got to see them either, and I'm still upset about that. But I actually like the Country Bear Jamboree. I like their concept of like just these bears singing country songs. Now they're singing Disney songs. Again, it's not bad. It's not bad. I just wish it wasn't that way, but it is. So I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm just hoping the Muppets don't follow in that footstep, and if Disney does, then I guess all hope is lost for the future of the Muppets, at least. So we just gotta huddle in our holes and just cry ourselves to sleep at night, knowing that as day will that day comes. Yeah. Um, they do have a lot more time than Walt Disney one. That's true. But the Walt Disney one was first. No, see. No. Walt Disney World opened up in 70 something. So which one was first again? The Walt Disney or the Disneyland one? I really don't remember. See this one thing. Like I remember reading or watching videos about this, and I don't remember which one came first. And I think it was Walt Disney World. I could be wrong. But I know they made a movie. But remember that. Remember that. I know they made like a movie too. Which is weird. Weird ass movie. So yeah. Just so much is happening. You know, so much is happening. So I just hope that, you know, we actually get something good. That's all I say. I just hope we get something good. Something great. And will it be better than the original? Never. Nothing will beat the original but the original. Um, so that's all I'm just hoping and aiming for. But anyway, I think that's pretty much it right here. I have for tonight. I don't know. I just want to come on here for a little bit tonight, honestly. Chit chat and stuff. I don't know. I was gonna go live tomorrow, maybe at least. No. So, no. Yeah. I just want to come on here and chit chat and stuff. Anyway, I am going to end it here for tonight. Get everything ready for tomorrow as well. So, yeah. Yep, Kayla. You know it. So yeah. So, anyway, I'll be up live tomorrow. As well. Go to the store tomorrow. Fail. Nothing like a walk because that song came back and I'm so happy that my favorite Jasper song, Jasper and Chucky song, take that back, I think that's Jasper song, came back to the show. Yes. So we'll film that tomorrow and bullshit around with damn cats. Because you know, it's Tuesday. We always do this on a Tuesday. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my little TED talk about that stupid ass question. I mean, if you hear anything else about that ugly fucking thing, then, you know, I'll be back round fucking two, because I guess you guys love when I tangent and I bitch about stupid stuff, so I'll be in the next tangent when we talk about more about why Dookie's ears are so fluffy. Oh, wait, nice to say that. Anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I will talk to y'all again soon. Later, taters.